Welcome back to Focus Attack, the segment where I take a look at an aspect of games culture that fascinates me and focus in on some. So we're back, we have a whole new set and a location, I've got a cool meme dog, so let's get started. 2017, at least the first 4 months of, is set to be a huge time for Japanese games, and not just for cool niche releases either, but genuine Game of the Year contenders. Seriously, Nier Automata and Persona 5 released within a month of each other. We live in an era where it's no longer a case if a game will get a localization, but when. Smaller companies like Playism or Xseed are doing wonders for smaller titles, and larger companies like Bandai Namco or Koei Tecmo are upping their localization efforts across the board. What's changed? Well, I think kind of the audience for Japanese media as a whole has been much more clearly defined. I don't think there's a singular reason as to what's changed here, but there are a number of small reasons pointing to a large, keen, and very supportive and appreciative audience. For instance, one of the few good things about Valve becoming looser on what gets released on Steam is kind of the number of Japanese games released on the service. And not even like the big games are doing super well, but a lot of the smaller niche titles, like a lot of the indie games, a lot of the visual novels, a lot of the dating sims, a lot of the rhythm games, are all doing surprisingly well. And I think because of this, you've seen the rise of more localizations of smaller games and more Kickstarters and more crowdfunding campaigns to get a lot of these games kind of out there to an English audience. This success has also proven that it's viable to port traditionally console or handheld franchises to the PC for the very first time. Now, if you had told me 5 years ago that Tekken, Dead or Alive, Tales, Danganronpa, or even Dragon's Dogma would come to the PC, now I'd have laughed in your face. Now, the quality of a lot of these ports, that's a whole other issue, but look, I'll take what I can get, and to be honest, I really appreciate it. Coupled with all this is the fact that Japanese media, more than ever, is super easy to get a hold of. Companies like Netflix, Spotify, Apple Music, Crunchyroll, Anime Lab, and much, much more are making it super easy to get a hold of Japanese television shows, music, movies, anime, manga, you name it. It's all super easy to get. It's super affordable. It's, again, no better time. There's really no better time right now to be a fan of Japanese media as a whole, because I truly do believe that just about anything will get localized. I mean, literally anything. For instance, Idea Factory have a brand new PS Vita action game called Gun Gun Pixies. I don't know what this game's about. It's super weird, it's super campy, it's super just Idea Factory, but I truly do believe it will see release within the next 12, 24 months. Here's a trailer if you don't believe me.
女の子の部屋に潜入せよ。奇想天外なハプニングもあるかもしれない。ただし気を抜けばガンガンピクシーズ。
Part of what I appreciate about this renaissance of Japanese games coming out in the West is that there's something for everybody. There is so much diversity as to what actually gets released that I could recommend a title to every single member of the New Game Plus team, even Tim. But you might be wondering, Jamie, that you've stated some good reasons as to why I should get into Japanese games and even Japanese media, but why should I drop all that? Why should I get into Japanese games right now? Well then, faithful viewer, you should get into Japanese games right now, because there's just so much out there, and 2017 as a whole is said to be really good for the Japanese games industry. To give you some examples, Platinum are finally free from making middling licensed games for Activision to working on weirder, more ambitious projects. Shame about Scalebound, but look, I'll take what I can get. Koei Tecmo is somehow making every video game ever, and they're all turning out to actually be kind of really good. And then there's this thing called the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's this kind of crazy new console that's coming out. Look, it's going to be this. I really hope it does really well, because it could be the next big renaissance in the Japanese games industry. At least I hope so. But with all that being said, if you're still looking for news resolutions for 2017, allow me to suggest one more. Play more Japanese games. Get out there. Expand your palette. Try new things. You'd honestly be surprised what's out there and how it might just be for you.